don't know what happened, but I had to restart the live because it was acting so crazy. So I'm so sorry about that. Hold on 1 second. All right, y'all. I'm so sorry about that. All right. So where was we? Sorry, y'all. So we were about to. Okay, so I was letting y'all know about. Okay, I was letting y'all know about um the dust collector filters. Um, these right here are magic. Okay. So this right here, and then I was also letting y'all know about this. So let me tell you about what happened with this. I was in the middle of this. I was rudely interrupted. So I bought this thing that was Melody. I love Melody Susie, right? So let me show y'all what happened. I bought this right here. This was a clip-on nail drill. And I did not bother to check to see if it was Melody Susie. I just checked to see if it was. I just checked. I saw that it said Melody, and that's how they get you. Because you be thinking it's one thing, and it's a whole nother thing. Anyways, I threw away the drill because I was really upset about it because it just stopped working on me out of nowhere. So I ended up getting this new drill. And my other drill from Melody Susie and both of my lights, my LED lights were from Melody Susie, and they have been working after 2 years. And then this dust collector is Melody Susie. I was cleaning it up with acetone like a dummy, and I ended up taking off the name from the side, but no. It's really good. And it's cordless and rechargeable. So I'm gonna put it on the storefront too. Um, the good thing about Melody Susie too is that they do have a 1-year warranty, and they're really good with their customer service. So let me know if y'all can hear me, because I know it's gonna be a little bit louder with the drill and the dust collector. Oh, you know what? So one thing you should do before you do anything um, with the sanding, you want to take off that sticky layer of the polygel. With acrylic, you don't have to do this, of course, but with polygel, you do want to do this because you will go through, it will eat up your sanding bits if you don't take off that sticky layer. So you want to take off the sticky layer on all of the nails. And this that I'm finishing up will be available to buy on our website. We will have a grand opening. But yeah, so you definitely want to take off that sticky layer first, because I had to learn that the hard way, doing that sticky layer with the sanding bit. Man, it ate through my sanding bit so quick, and I didn't understand why. And then I had watched a couple videos of people doing polygel, and I was like, that's why it's eating through my damn drilling bit. So the good thing is, like, once you get your application down with this, the drilling, you won't have to do that much drilling. But like, let's say you have like an off day that nothing's going right, and you're doing the polygel, but you got your nail drip, girl, it will always get you together. But yeah, but back to following our dreams. Yeah, if you have somebody that's in your corner and not following your dreams and supporting you, and they, even if they think you dream too big, like, what is the point? Something that always drove me crazy was when people will actually tell you not to dream so big. What's the point of dreaming if you can't dream big? If you have to put limitations on your dreams, like, that doesn't make any sense to me. That never meant any sense to me. Now, do I think that there needs to be some type of plan, and there has to be a practical plan to it? Yeah, absolutely, if you want to be successful. But do you have to put limitations on your dreams? Absolutely not. No. Thank you for liking the live. So y'all share with me what's something, if you don't mind, share with me what is one of your dreams that you're pursuing right now or that you want to pursue. Because I know some people like to keep it to themselves. And I know like people like to move in silence. But if you don't mind sharing, I would love to hear it. Another thing is some people like to do their C curve before. And I found that when I do my C curve after, it helps my application. And I think that's like what's good about like you learning your own way. When you learn your own way, you will see that the more you learn about yourself, the easier it is for you. If it's easier for you to, some people it's easier for them to do the application, will become easier to you. If you are trying to do it like somebody else, you can see the way that they're doing it, right? But try it in different ways. See what is easier for you, because I found that it was harder for me to actually shape it with the C curve and then do the application with the C curve and then do the application flawless than what was shaping it afterwards. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you guys coming back after my dang old internet. I'm telling you, they be trying it. They be trying to, Anyways, I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, just pursue your dreams and don't let little hiccups get in the way of it. But yeah, I found, and I've seen so many creators that do it different ways. They like to, do the C curve afterwards, and some like to shape it before they do the C curve. So they like to shape it. They like to shape the actual tip with the C curve, and then do the application. But I just found it, for me, it's way easier when I add it to the application, to the nail after I filed it down. But you can find it, that's why you have to find your own way and see what works for you. And what may work for you is actually doing the C curve after you do the application. Or it may be that it's easier for you to do it before you do the application. But play around with it. I remember you're not going to be perfect the first time you do it. Don't get discouraged if it doesn't come out perfect the first time. You know, sometimes you may get lucky and it may be perfect the first time, right? And then the second time you do it, it doesn't come out as good as the first time. But don't let it discourage you. That doesn't mean anything, you know? You're still learning. And allow yourself to learn, you know, and don't be hard on yourself. I know how I am. I'm super hard on myself, and I don't give myself grace sometimes. And I'm still learning to heal that wound that I have. And I do think that that's the wound that I've grown up with, because I just had a lot of expectations of me growing up, and I had a lot of responsibilities at a young age that others in my family didn't have. I won't say all of my family, because I'll say like my older sister, she definitely understands having that. But there was like my intermediate family, my brothers and sisters, they didn't have a lot of the same responsibilities at my age, at the same age as them that I did. And I think that that's just a wound that I carry. And, you know, it's always good, like I said, to figure out where that wound is from, you know, where it comes from. And that way you can heal it. You know where it comes from, you know where it originated from. And sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with your childhood. Sometimes it could come from a relationship. But yeah, I would just continue to practice, and force yourself to practice. Like me, I'm forcing myself to come online, whether I'm making myself, whether it comes out perfect or it comes out messed up. I want people to see me on my journey, and I'm going to do it. I just want to be transparent and let people see that you're not alone, you know? Thank you for the light. But yeah, I would just keep on practicing and keep going. And as you can see, the application took me about an hour, about 45 minutes. And that was with me going and putting it in the lamp after every finger. yeah, you know, make sure you follow your dreams. That's my biggest message is make sure you follow your dreams. And push yourself, even if it's scary. If you are comfortable, then you know that's not where you're supposed to be. Especially if you have dreams that you want to make come true and you feel unfulfilled, God has put that in your heart for a reason. You know? This girl may be on its last leg. I mean, not the drill, but the nail bit. I might have to change it out. Yeah. I could finish this with it, but it's going to take a lot longer. And I'm ready to move on to the designing. So, go ahead and change out this there. And the bit that I'm using is a 240. I know people like to use 180, but I like to use the 240 sometimes when I'm doing it, depending on, like, if I got a lot of bumps, girl, I will use that 180. If I had a rough day with the application, I'm gonna use that 180. But the 240, I just feel like it's a lot smoother. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. This is gonna be my own little personal diary. Let me get some stuff off my chest. I don't want to do trauma dumping or anything like that, but I definitely want to give get some stuff off my chest, and this is my getaway, you know, on my way to making my dreams come true. So I want everyone to feel that comes here the same. This is your getaway. And y'all, I'm a big goofball. I'm a big kid at heart. I used to be so serious. I used to be so serious because I felt like life was so hard. Like, I remember I used to get mad. I know this set is on. Okay, thank you. Yo, I remember I used to be so mad. Like, I would see people walking past me and they would smile. And I would be angry. Like, what's going on in your life that is making you so damn happy? And it didn't make no sense. Like, why was I just so angry like that? I just needed, I needed to heal myself. Like, I was so angry for everything. It did not make no sense how angry I was. At somebody just wanting to just say hi at me, and they were just smiling just because, you know, they were happy. And I'm looking at them like, what you so happy about? What's going so great in your life? And I'm over here like a bitter ass. Who are the little bitter bee? But, you know, everything takes time and healing and growth. And I think that life has a beautiful duality to it. Sometimes it's not as beautiful as we want it to look, but there's a lot of, I know everyone has had those situations that were not funny when you were going through it, but you look back and you can laugh about it afterwards, you know? Like, what you smiling for? Exactly. You have no idea. Like, I used to walk around just angry all the time. And I'll tell y'all, like, more about that like at another time. Because, like I said, I don't want to do, like, a whole bunch of trauma dumping and stuff like that. But I want y'all to feel like this is your, like, escape. But yeah, I used to walk around so angry, like, it did not make no sense. Now, what was so crazy though, if you came up to me and you spoke to me, I was the sweetest thing in the world. Like, I wasn't angry at you. If you were, people would actually tell me like, "Oh my God, I thought you were a bitch because I saw the way that you looked." And I thought you were just, I saw how you looked, and I did have that bitch look on my face, like I didn't want nobody to talk to me. But um but yeah, like when they would actually talk to me, I wouldn't give them that energy. I was a big sweetheart. I was just hurt, and I was like overwhelmed with life at such a young age that and even people that I work with now, at my job, some of them are, they have went through a lot, and some of them are like in a bad mood, and it's so funny because I can easily speak to them and get them into a better mood. I do like call center work right now. I won't say exactly what I do, um, but it was funny. I think I did say it in my last live though. I'm a healthcare agent, but they would be in bad moods. I just want to say what company I work for. Um, and yeah, they would be in bad moods, and just because I knew what that was like, and I know what that's like to be in a bad mood, just because it's so easy for me to talk to them, and they become a lifelong um, customer of mine, and I check up on them once a week. I'm not a person that just goes, gets a sale, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done with you. I check up on them. I make sure that they're good. I make sure that they don't have any questions. But, all right, so now we're going to grab. Okay, so this is my. Okay, so when you start this part, let me make sure. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me clean that up. Okay, if this ever happens where it comes out in the back, make sure you turn it off before you put it back in, because it could damage your, yeah, your actual tool. And then put it back on. Make sure it's nice and crisp. But yeah, if you have trouble with doing your non-dominant hand, I would tell you to go ahead and get yourself a practice hand, or do the non-dominant one on the practice. If you can use the actual stands, I can't do the stands. I've tried them a bunch of times and they do not help me at all. Oh, thank you for the love. I love to use carbide bit for this. Oh yes. Yeah. Sun, peace, and love. Enjoy the fun. Thank you, Purple Culprit 961, and thank you, Nail Culture Official. But okay, so now I like to do the base coat around this. Let me clean up. Because it's a practice hand, I don't really clean up around the cuticles like that. When I'm doing an actual person, then I normally clean up the cuticles. And when I'm getting them ready to package, then that's when I get it done. But so now we're gonna add the base coat so that we can start doing the designs. So yeah, please leave any tips and tricks that you do or have any questions. Yeah, comment and leave them. Now when I'm doing the base coat, always make sure to clean up the sides, because this is where you lose the shape. Thank you for the likes and the hearts. I appreciate it, y'all. I'm really pushing myself to come out of my comfort zone. Because this is like what I love to do when I'm getting off of work. This is where I just escape to. Mm-mm. You know, it's always good to wear gloves when you're dealing with gel, any gel products. I will not lie and act like I put on um, gloves every time I'm doing nails, but you really should, because you can end up with dermatitis when you have anything with uncured gloves. I mean, uncured gel. And I would be so upset if I had a allergy to polygel. Or to any gel. I don't use hard gel, but I use gel products. Now, if y'all have any tips or tricks on how to use the 3D molding gel with gloves on, oh my God, I would appreciate that so much, because I have to take off my gloves. Okay, so we're gonna cure that for 60 seconds. But anytime I'm using um, the like this type of building gel, the 3D gel, it gets stuck. Even though it says non-stick, it irritates my soul. Like, it literally irritates my soul because it gets stuck to my gloves. And then, you know, when you have the smaller ones that come like this, there's only so much that comes in here. I have the bigger ones, like this one, and it has 15 mLs. But I still have to take off my gloves. Okay, so this is my favorite part when we get into, I like all parts of it, but of course this is one of my favorite parts when we get into the designs. What you know about me? What you know about, I don't know why I have that song stuck in my head, y'all. What you know about me? What you know about me? Is anybody thinking that right now? But yeah, that song has been stuck in my head for a little bit. All right. So the ones that we are doing was the ones that you saw on the screen. So we are doing the right hand right now. And y'all, I got these stickers at Dollar Tree, and I got 2 of them. They're so adorable. And let me get the other. This is just part of my charm collection. This is just like the real girly stuff. Like I'm really a nailaholic. Like it's ridiculous. So I'm gonna take out the charms now. So I have them nice and ready to go. Now some of these charms I got from Amazon, and like I said, I'm gonna have it in the storefront. The ones that I don't have on the storefront, then I got them from Shein. But I'm almost positive I got this from Shein. Oh, I'm sorry, this from Amazon. These charms from Shein. This was from Dollar Tree. The Art Done brushes, these liner brushes are still $6.99. These are $6.99, $5.99. And then these John Jodson, they're on the storefront. 6.5 mLs for $37, and it comes with 30 of these, okay? Don't forget to like the live, subscribe. Oh, hey, Simone. Oh, thank you so much for liking the live. Yeah, like I spent some money on this. Let me show y'all. This one right here was like, because it's like extra thick and heavy and like supposed to be heavy duty. I think it was like $30. And they're supposed to be really good. Didn't work for me. But that doesn't mean that it won't work for you, so. Okay, some people don't use base gel, or some people use base gel and then they go over it with matte coat, with matte top coat. But I did the other side yesterday, and the base coat was perfectly fine for me, so we're just gonna do the same thing today. And I'm going to use the, should I use the 8? No, I think I'm gonna use the 20. because I want to do a deep French. This is when I will be quiet, because you got to hold your breath. Because when you start talking, that's when you're going to mess it up. Let's see how high I make these. It's about the same. Okay. Actually, right here. Yeah, so these sets that I'll be doing online, on live, will be going on the website for sale. I used to do them for myself, and I wanted to start making it for others. So I'm telling y'all, this is a steal. This gel, you get 30 of these for 30 something dollars. I'm telling you, you have to go on the storefront, my Amazon storefront store. And y'all will find the gel polish. Now you want to do, when you're doing the gel polish, you want to do a thin layer first and then build it up. If not, you'll have like bubbles on there. Now, one thing I don't play with, if I do have bubbles, I will cover that thing up with a charm so quick. Especially when it comes to my nails, I'm not doing that all over again. But I just learned that, you know, everything's trial and error. And I watch a lot of my favorite nail techs, long hair pretty nails, I Really BK, nails by Vic. Let's put that in for 60 seconds. There's a lot of nail techs. I can't think of all of them. Oh, Tino Vo. I like to watch him. Man, he is an artist, and so is I Really BK. He is an artist, and so is she. But yeah, if y'all have any tips that y'all can give me on how to, I'm gonna keep repeating this. Please let me know if y'all know how to use the because even the people that I've watched on, what's it called, on like shorts, when it comes to the 3D, I don't see them with their gloves on. And I'm like, what the heck? Okay, so it's not me, and I don't want to develop an allergy. But we can learn together, okay? And I will tell you that some people find French hard to do, and some people find it super easy to do. I don't care what nobody says. Nails are not easy to do. You have to learn how to do it. Everything has a learning curve. Um, so the nails were not, learning the French was not easy for me. Some people, but with practice, everything will become easier to you. And the best thing about doing this is that you can always just wipe it off and do it again. So if it doesn't come out right the first time, wipe it off. Because I'm real quick to get overstimulated, and wipe that off. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to be quiet during this time, or I will fudge it up. Oh, Zulay's another one that I watch. She's so hilarious, but she does more acrylic. But she has a polygel line that's good too. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The one that I found that was the best for my dollar, okay? Because right now the economy is, nails even at home are a luxury, okay? For the polygel, you can find the polygel with Goy on Amazon for a 60 what is it, a 60 gram, yeah, bottle of that Goy polygel for $7.99, and it's on the Amazon, on our Amazon storefront. And the consistency is good. I ain't gonna lie, listen, I was doing mochi gel, and it was a really good consistency. And listen, I ain't gonna even front. I used to get the $60 mochi gel. This one, I still have it for uh $10, I believe it was. And they put it up to 12, and I was like, I love you, Mochi Gel, but listen, we trying to make things happen right now with our own business. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with something that is just a little bit more economical. So that was that. If not, I would be using more of my Mochi Gel, but I like Goy. And they started off small on Amazon, just top coat. And then out of nowhere, I was watching one of my, I think it was I Really BK, um, started out, uh, yeah, she came out and had started using their, she had said that they just came out with Polygel. And I was like, what? And so I went on Amazon. When I saw that thing on there for $8, $7.99, I was like, oh, yep, I'm gonna try it out. But I was sad because I was like, please, Lord, because I literally went crazy. I bought like 6 of them. And I was like, oh my God, why did I just compulsively buy 6 of these? And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, if it doesn't work out with the first bottle, then I'll send the rest back. There's a Kohl's right up the street where I can do an Amazon return and send the rest back. But no, the consistency is really good. Okay, y'all see how serious and quiet I get when I'm doing that line. But I saw this one girl, I forgot what her name was, but she sells press on nails, and they call her like a scammer. Dang, I wish I remember what her name was, but I think it's something with a B. But she, I just, when I was looking at like like there was people doing like a lot of like deep dives on her. And she's on TikTok, and she sells her, uh she doesn't have a website. She just sells them on TikTok. She doesn't have a TikTok shop. She only uses, um people have to pay her through, PayPal, friends and family, which is kind of sketchy in itself, because why would you use PayPal, friends and family, when you know that if the quality is not good, you can't, asked for a refund to actually have like a sustainable business. And she's a really good artist, and I think she just self-sabotages. Because I do think she would actually have a good uh, business if she was to do things the right way. But I ain't gonna lie, she does look like she be on something. And I don't know if it was because what I don't really care what people do behind closed doors. They ain't none of my damn business what they do. Um, but yeah, they were talking about her, and some of the some of the what's it called, the pictures that they caught her in the lives really did make her look like she was on something. And I don't know if she was on something. People can have bad days. And it really doesn't matter. Like, hey, if she's got your, I don't know, if she's on something, it's like, I don't know. If she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, that shouldn't matter. People go through their own things in their life, and they have their own demons that they struggle with, you know. But the only thing that I found really sketchy was the fact that she only sells through um, PayPal, through friends and family. And it was like, why would you do that if, what if they don't receive it or they don't like it? I mean, I know that there's people that are scammers out there too that try to rip off businesses. They get the product and they don't, they do things that they shouldn't, you know. Um, but if you're running a business, I do think that you should have protocols on that. But that's just me. I don't know. I think her name is Brianna Wilson. Yeah, she looked like she was going through something. Like they caught, they were so wrong. They caught her like you could tell the pictures that they took on her. Like they took the worst possible pictures. The ones that they used in the documentary to expose, quote unquote, expose that she was a scammer was just so wrong. Like everybody's entitled to a bad day. I was just like, dang, why you gonna do that girl like that? But then that's also like what comes with, it kind of comes with the territory where you put your life online, you know. It's gonna come with the criticism. So it's really good to put in the lamp every time you do one nail, because if you try to do all of them at the same time and you don't cure them, I'm telling you, you're gonna probably mess up one and then you're gonna be so upset. Especially when you're doing design stacking. And I'll show you what design stacking is, because I'm about to do it in a second. But let's just do. And if you guys see, like, I don't even need to do another coat of this pink. Like, it was good enough to do just one coat. Now, I didn't see where I was missing, so let me just go ahead and on the pinky, but let's go ahead and let's get those ones fixed up. Yeah, I think we could do one more coat. We don't have to. We really don't, because it's nice and thick, but because we're going to be putting these up for sale, I want these to last as long as possible. Sorry, y'all, I'm holding my breath. As soon as I said that song from Destiny's Child, can you keep up, baby boy? Lose my breath. And you want to make sure that when you're doing these, that you're looking at the sides, because this is where people lose their shape, is on the sides. I'm gonna put that back in. Okay, and then what I told y'all not to do, I'm about to do. So, but I will tell you why I'm going to do what I told y'all not to do. Remember how I said that when you're doing one nail, you want to do one nail at a time when you're doing the gel? But when I'm doing two of the same color that is just like a straight solid color, excuse me, I try to do both of them at the same time. Like if they're right close to each other, then I will put them, I'll try to do it at the same time to knock it out of the way. So let's move this little piggy out of the way. Make sure that they don't touch each other. It's so freaky how lifelike these hands are. What did you hear? Oh, you heard the same thing when I was talking about lose my breath? That's so funny. Okay, and you know, I hope this is beginner friendly for you guys. I try to make like a easier design. And then you can see how cute, just a little bit of creativity with different charms. You don't have to be a full-blown artist. How cute you can make and draw, you know, like portraits on fingernails and anything like that, you know. You can do the cutest designs with already made charms and just putting cute colors together. And Valentine's Day is like one of my favorite like nail times because you can do so many things. I love doing things with hearts. I like to do that stuff. Yeah, I like to do it throughout the year, so Valentine's just makes it even better for me to have an excuse to do it. Okay, so what y'all been up to? Anything new going on in y'all lives? Yo, tell me why um I dead as had the vid, right? And I was still vaping. Like, I really need to get off the vape. It's ridiculous at this point. Let me see. Purging and removal prayers. Hey, that's good. Okay. Today, nothing. About to try to make me some healthy snacks. Okay. That's good. What do you like to eat for your healthy snacks? Give me something healthy that I can eat. Give me some ideas. Because I don't be having an appetite, but when I do, it ain't nothing healthy that I'm looking for. Alright, so I'm doing the second coat. I'm still learning. I made some zucchini bread and that was good. Wait, zucchini bread? Ooh, that sounds good. How did you make that? I got a recipe off Pinterest. No, but I mean, like, does it actually use like flour and like the same type of like ingredients that bread does, or is it kind of like meatless meat? Or you know how like they make like the what is it, the cauliflower pizza, and they make the bottom of it. with the cauliflower. I don't know if I'm even saying that right, but you know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, it's just shred the zucchini and squeeze out the water because there's a lot, and put it in your mixture. Hmm. Now, can I put some adobo on that? You know I'm Puerto Rican, so I gotta put adobo on everything. Or does that defeat the whole? Does that defeat the whole purpose of making it healthy? Put that in for another 60 seconds. Y'all, we are almost done. We flew through this set. Probably not. LOL. The amount of sugar in it is probably not healthy. Oh, does it come out sweet? Because zucchini's not normally sweet, right? I know when I used to make zucchini, I would make it like with my breakfast. I put it like in my omelet and stuff. And I put peppers, zucchini, beets, and chop up the zucchini. But the zucchini, even when I would eat it by itself, it reminded me of like potatoes. No, it's not, but I can send you the recipe. Oh, okay. So does the recipe ask for you to add the sugar, or did you add the sugar? Okay, so we doing the second coat on the thumb. Don't forget to like the live. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to do a live every night. I wasn't able to do a live the other night because I was trying to record, but what I found that's going to be easier for me to do is do one hand already off screen and then do the other hand on screen on live. That way I'm not sitting here like duh, trying to think about what design I'm gonna do. I already spent that time off the live. No, it said add sugar. Oh, okay. Okay. Does the sugar make it like sweet? Does it make it like real sweet? Does it taste similar to like banana bread? Or does it just taste like bread? Okay, we're gonna put that in there for 60 seconds. No, not real sweet. I mainly taste the cinnamon you add to it. Wait a minute, what kind of bread is this? Zucchini, sugar, cinnamon? Did you make cinnamon French toast? So is it like an alternative to sweets? Is it supposed to be like a dessert? All right, we're just gonna do another coat of white on the two middle ones. And make sure you're making the layers thin because you don't want to lose your shape. I gotta watch my sugars and stuff now because I'm noticing it's making me feel bad. So I started looking at other alternatives and zucchini bread came up. Cinnamon is actually a healthy alternative to sugar. Yeah, but the recipe asks for sugar and cinnamon. But if it's supposed to be like an alternative to sweets, oh please send that to me. I have a sweet tooth out of this world. Oh my, I must have missed that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what she was saying, that it had sugar. They added the sugar to it, but she said she could taste more of the cinnamon than the sugar. And I don't know if I could do cinnamon without sugar. Yo, we used to make um ghetto French toast. That's what we called it. And the projects where my honey lived growing up, right? Um, well, that's what my honey called it. And and so when there was nothing else to eat in the house, what we would make. Okay, so we added the second coat. Let me make sure. Hold on. No. I gotta hold on 1 second. Make sure it's clean. I'll have the pink off of this brush. So yeah, what we make was ghetto French toast, okay? And what you would do is um, you would actually get bread and butter, and just get a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of sugar. Toast the bread and sprinkle it on it as soon as it comes out of the toaster. And that, I ain't gonna lie, try it. It's gonna taste like French toast. That was a regular meal. You know, when the food stamps didn't come you know, when the food stamps weren't coming through or they had already ran out. Mm-hmm. That's what we was left with. So we had bread butter. We always had bread. We always had butter at his mom's house. And we always had cinnamon and sugar. Oh, and did you know that if you, oh, let me see, laugh out loud. Hold up, let me see. I had to buy no frills cinnamon toast crunch because the stores were out of the brand. Danny was like, "Ew, yuck." Danny is a trip. Laughing out loud. That tres leches cinnamon toast crunch was delicious. Oh my god, my son eats that every day. They just came out with a new one. That I just saw him try. He kind of likes it, but he's not a big fan of it. But it's a peanut butter cinnamon toast. I just saw it. But I just thought to myself, peanut butter, cinnamon, sugar, I don't know. That sounds like something my stomach would look at me crazy about. But yeah, he liked the tres leches one. But man, my son loves tres leches anything. He will scarf that down. Sure. I got all the lines. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he loves cinnamon French toast though. Sorry y'all, there is a piece of lint and I have to get it out or it's gonna drive me insane. I have to redo this nail, but I don't care because I got the lint out. And this is a prime example as to why you do one nail at a time. See how I was messing around with this one as I was trying to fix this one? now I gotta fix you. And now we gotta fix both of y'all. Is the tres leches cinnamon toast crunch real sweet? Girl, is it? That thing is real sweet. To me, it's real sweet. I can't eat it like in a bowl of cereal. I can eat it like as a snack. But that's just me. Like by itself, it's like a really like nice sugary snack. It's a good snack, but I don't like it with the, to me it's like really sugary. It's like it's real sweet, but if you like tres leche, then you really like sweet stuff anyway, so because tres leches is normally really sweet and real moist, like the actual tres leches cake. My daughter, for the holidays, she makes she got us all addicted to this damn uh Oreo tres leches Oreo, and we're all addicted to that. Anytime she makes it, we be all fighting over it. I literally told my honey, if I go into the refrigerator and I find my tres leches gone, we're gonna be fighting. And that was on Christmas and Thanksgiving. And I was so serious too. I know you thought I was playing, but I was so serious. I meant it with every fiber of my soul. That's why it was good. Then I know I can't eat it. Girl, you get addicted. Alright, child, we are almost done. So now we're going to get out the rhinestone glue. This is the McCart rhinestone glue. It's on the Astro Fluent storefront. And I'm going to put it in the description. So you'll find it in the description when we're done. Okay, so some people don't do this, but I like to do it. I like to do the base coat and the top coat after I add the sticker. So we're gonna add the pearls. Oh, you know what? What should I do? Okay, so we're gonna try this, okay? Let's see what happens. Because yesterday when I tried this, if it comes out messed up, we just gonna wipe it off. And I knew what I did wrong was I did not wipe it down to take off the tacky layer off. Okay, so that one went on good. These are so adorable. I could not believe I found it at Dollar Tree, and I've been trying to find them on Amazon and Shein. I don't really like Temu. I like AliExpress because Temu be always talking about. Am I the only one that sees all these things? Does anybody else shop on Temu? Because every time I bought something from Temu, it says I'm gonna get like a $500 credit. It'll give me like this thing, like you can. It'll tell me something like you've won $500 credit, blah 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 blah. And then I put an order for $25 and I don't get no $500 credit. And then I always see that I could have bought whatever I bought at Temu cheaper at Shein or AliExpress. Now, Temu, I will stop talking about you if you want to sponsor a girl. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. I be scared. The milk washes it away. What you be scared of? Be scared that you're gonna get addicted to the You be scared you're gonna to the cinnamon toast crunch? Oh damn. This might be my downfall. Come on now. You're good up until now. Okay. And you definitely want to get, when you have stickers, you definitely want to get one of these that have this on the bottom. You could always use a silicone tool, but I found that when I use a silicone tool like this, I don't know, it works, I guess. And it could just be in my head, but to me, just, I don't know, it works for me better when I use that one. Okay. So like I said, whenever I use a sticker, then so that the sticker doesn't peel off, it's good to put base coat on it. And I like to put base coat on the whole thing so it's an even line and it don't got a bump where the only where the sticker is. To buy from Temu, and it's going, oh, to buy from Temu, it's gonna be poor quality. Nah, but I will say, like, the nail stuff that I bought from Temu, like the stickers, that's mainly what I buy, like stickers and charms. Girl, if you go on Shein, Temu, AliExpress, they are all the same vendors. Even when you go onto Amazon, if you look at who is actually selling it, it's always the same store. Just Amazon, they charge higher because they have to have it in stock and you're going to get it in 3 days or 2 days. But sometimes they don't charge higher and they'll just tell you, like, it'll come, you know, between, like, if you order it today, what's today, the 26th? So it'll tell you, like, it's gonna come it'll tell you like 3 weeks from now. Like, if you order it today, you'll get it 3 weeks from now. It'll tell you something like that. But if you look at who's actually selling it, it's the same. It's the same person. It's the same company. But yeah, I don't buy like electronics from Temu. I really do think it just depends on what you get. Cause like I bought like I don't know. I refuse to buy like nail drills, any electronics, I don't buy from Temu. I buy from Amazon, because if you're gonna go bad on me, and even then, like I said, with my nail drill, it was good up until I bought it in August, and it broke down in less than 6 months. I got it in August. 4 months. But they tricked my behind because it said Melody. But I didn't know it didn't say Melody Susie. When I looked at it when it broke, I was like, when it stopped working, because I would turn it on and you would hear the click, but it didn't actually turn. It just said, like, it would just do like the zoop, like you could feel where where the motor was trying to turn on, but it wouldn't do anything. And then when I looked at the box, I was like, this ain't Melody Susie. It just says Melody. Oh, they got my ass. Oh, they got my ass good. They got my ass so good for that. I was so upset. All right. So now we're going to add the little white hearts here. And let me get my pretty picker. Watch when I'm finished, y'all. I'm gonna find it. But of course, right now, when I need it, it ain't in front of me. And it's gonna be right in my face. I can't stand when that happens. Okay, let me ask y'all a question. This is all the way to the left. Let's see. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to be a little perv, but I just want to know, okay, this is just women speaking to women, grown people speaking to grown people. If you don't feel comfortable talking about this, fine. But I'm a Scorpio, so I just want to know. I feel like it's gonna go all the way left when I ask this question. Do y'all feel okay with like pleasuring your man? Or pleasuring your partner? Because I had an ex that tried to like shame me about, oh, I'm sorry. So we flash Kieran after we add the 2 little hearts. But I had an ex that was like a stalker, and he tried to shame me and was like, he was like, oh, how about I tell everybody how you were when we were behind closed doors. And I was like, how are you going to shame me about me pleasuring who I was with for close to 2 years? And you even asked for my hand in marriage. You literally asked my mother for my hand in marriage, and we didn't work out. And now you're upset with me, and you're trying to shame me right now about that. And I just thought it was just crazy. Like, how are you gonna try and shame me about who I am behind closed doors with the person that I love? And the fool asked me to marry him. Like, that's what I found even more funnier. Like, and at the time when he got upset with me, he was he was a psycho. And if you watching, you still a psycho, because I don't understand why you still be stalking me. So we're just doing the flash cure on these. So I put the base coat on all of them after I did the um after I did the sticker, and then we're adding the hearts on here. And then once we're done with the hearts, we'll do the middle. And then we're done with the set. We're almost done, y'all. So yeah, I found it so much faster if I do the one hand before and then do the other hand on live, because then I already have what I'm going to do. But damn, crickets, huh? On that one question. Alright, moving on. I guess that's just me. No. So Zule calls it choopy choopy. There's nothing wrong with a little choopy choopy. Well, definitely nothing wrong with your husband giving you a little choopy choopy and you giving him a little choopy choopy. So we flash Karen again. And this is my cart. This is gonna be on the storefront too. There's so many things I have to add. I added like, I think like 30 or 40 products already. But a lot of the stuff that I needed to add more stuff on there that I knew that I was forgetting, but I was like, when I go on live today, I know I'll remember like the stuff that I need to add. Oh, no, matte top coat. Where's my regular top coat? Okay, and you want to do the same thing with this one. You want to make sure that you're still watching the sides. Because you don't want to lose your shape. A lot of people lose their shape, not even from the gel. A lot of times it's from the base coat or when they're putting the top coat on. But yeah, getting back to Temu, it really doesn't like have poor quality. I'll say like, I don't know about like the electronics or anything like that. But the stuff that I get is like charms. I've gotten posters. Let me see what else. I get like nail stuff, a lot of nail stuff on there. But I don't even go on Temu. I go on AliExpress. Because they are a lot cheaper. And the stickers last so long. The charms last so long, and they don't tarnish or anything. Okay, and one thing you will notice as well, if you don't put enough top coat on the nail, you'll see like it'll like streak. But with that being said, that's why you have to be real careful with how much you still put on, and you still look to the sides and make sure that you're not losing your shape when you're putting on the top coat. Okay, so we're going to put that in. I want to make sure there's no lint that I missed. Because them things say lint-free brush or lint-free wipes. They don't be lint-free. They don't. And it's very, very annoying. Because you're not understanding where this lint came from. Okay, so on the other nails, we had pink on the rainbows. So let's look for the pink rainbows instead of the purple ones. least a yellow one. Let's see. We can do 2 pinks again. Yeah. Okay, and one thing I do as well, I take the isopropyl alcohol, 91%, and I always put it on my hands. Well, on the gloves, because it helps with anything that's sticking onto the gloves while you're still working on the design part. You don't want to get anything stuck onto the nails too. It helps with dust or any lint. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is add the, okay, charms. First one we're gonna do is the love. Flash carrot. We're gonna add the other one. Flash cure that. And that McCart glue, yeah, that rhinestone glue, that's it right there. When I try to take my charms off, but I don't even try to take my charms off. When I used to like do my nails where I didn't wear them as press-ons, I would try to take the charms off and save them. Boy, oh boy. Some of them could be saved, but them charms are not going nowhere from that McCart glue. Okay, so we're gonna add the rainbow. Flash cure. Okay. Yeah, I was doing the goofiest things yesterday. I was having the flash cure lamp in my hand, and I was putting the glue on to the nail, and then I don't know what I was doing. I think I was just adding it without thinking. I just wanted to, I think I was too into the show I was watching, and I was not paying attention. Alright. Oops. So now we're going to add the final touches of the little hearts. And most of these products you can find on my Amazon storefront at Astrofluent Culture. And I'm going to put the link in the description. So if you're watching this after the live, you can just click on there and you can see the products I was using today. And if you see some of these hearts are stuck together, don't throw that away. That's a waste. They stuck together, unstick them. Ooh, unstick your bastard. There we go. See? Don't give up so easily. Alright, so we're going to need 4 for each side. So we got 4 right there. And 4. Okay. And then let me look at this one for reference. So kind of just put them to the side. So our website will be up and running soon. It's going to be astrofluentculture.bigcartel.com. But for right now, you can go on to our storefront and see all the products that I'm using. On Amazon, on our Amazon storefront, Astrofluent Culture. And it's not in the description, but when this live is over, I will put it in the description. So you can go straight onto the storefront and see all the charms. I'm almost positive I got the small hearts, these small hearts from Amazon. Now I know that the love and the rainbows I got from Shein. now we're going to flash cure that. And we are almost done, guys. And we'll have the whole set ready. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm just going to be doing one set off camera. And then the other on camera. Because it makes it easier for me. I noticed that I take more time trying to figure out what I'm going to do when I'm live streaming than when I'm off the camera and I don't feel the pressure and I can just put a design together and just be creative and I don't feel like, oh my god, I need to hurry up. Oh my god, I need to hurry up. But this is what I love to do after work. So this is what I will be doing every day after work. This is me going after my dreams. And I hope that anybody that sees this knows that you are capable of going after your dreams and don't let, it's just like that movie, Pursuit of Happiness. Protect your dreams. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't make your dreams come true. Alright, so we're going to flash cure that. And then we're going to do a base coat and a top coat. I like to do a base coat and a top coat when I'm doing the charms too. Especially when they're like bubbly like this, because I don't know about y'all, but I do like to reuse my press-ons over and over again. And I can be rough. Like if I'm using a press-on set for 6 weeks, I still want them to last me another 6 weeks. So, and I'm really rough with my stuff, so I'm going to make sure I lock it in. I'm trying to get all my money's worth, especially in today's economy. So the quality of our stuff that we are going to be selling is going to be the same way that I want to get that much time out of the ones that I make for myself is the same way that I'm going to be making these press-ons for. And I noticed that when I've only used base coat, or excuse me, top coat on the charms, they get scratched up or the top coat will come off. So I still pay very close attention to the shape when I'm putting on the layers of top coat. But I put both top coat and some people don't do that. They just do the top coat and that's it. Or they just put the charms on it and that's it. But when it comes to charms like these, I've already used them. I know how they are. So, matter of fact, I have them on here on my right hand. The only, like, I've got them dirty because I've had these on for over it's been like 2 months. I've had these on since the beginning of, no, since after my birthday. So that was in the end of November. And they've grown and everything. But I noticed that when I only use the base or the top coat on it, then it started chipping. So I was like, nope, I'm gonna start doing the base coat and the top coat on it so that these charms don't chip. And most people don't use them as long as that. They'll, use them for like a week and then put them away in their box. But if you're like me, or even if you're rough and you have to do like a lot of stuff in your house, I want them to last you a long time. I don't want you to be worried about that. And like I said, I'm going to keep repeating myself. You're still going to pay attention to when you're putting on the base coat, you're still going to pay attention to the shape. Okay. Now we are almost completely done. Okay, so the last step, we've already top coated these three. We're just gonna top coat these two. And you're still gonna pay attention to the the sides. You don't want to lose the shape from base coat or top coat. I like to get all in the crevices. Make sure I'm getting that whole charm. I don't want it to start chipping. Make sure. Check the sides. There we go. Mess that up. And remember, when you haven't cured it, you can always fix it if you mess it up. See, I could see over here, it was starting to bubble on the side. And I was about to lose my shape. So you want to make sure that you are checking the sides to make sure they're not bubbling. we're almost done. We're gonna add that cuticle oil. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I will be going on here every night. I will be doing the first 5 offline and then coming on here. You can visit our storefront. I'm going to have everything on there that was used for today. And then our website will be opening up soon. I'm still doing the last finished touches to it. And this practice hand is on the storefront and it's actually on sale right now. I think I paid like $50 something for it. Well, I got it for Christmas. My daughter, she bought it from me. I think it was my daughter, my son. So they paid like 50 something for it, but when I was adding it to my storefront, I saw that it was on sale. And this is so good if you guys have trouble with your non-dominant hand and you're having problems with your non-dominant hand. Just put this on. Do this real quick so that your non-dominant hand looks perfect. And then use this glue. I'm telling you, this glue is magic. I would not lie to y'all. This is the one that I use. And it comes with the glue remover. And it's Curve Life semi-solid nail glue kit. This will probably be on the website. I really am either going to put this with our press-on kits and try to get them for a cheaper price so I can put it with the nail kit because of how good it works. It works so good on my nails. These I did not do on myself. I literally made them as press-ons and I used this glue and it's not UV ray. That's why it's so good, because whenever you're using anything that's thick and you're using UV gel, it's not going to be able to penetrate through the press-ons because they're thick. The acrylic is thick, so you have to use something that's either like thin gel or something like this. This is semi-solid glue, and it tells you all the directions on the back, and it's just perfect. It's a thicker glue. It feels like UV gel glue, UV ray glue, but it's not. And it doesn't cure, but it feels like UV gel, but it's not. So yeah, and look, this is what This is how they came out. They're so adorable. Some cute beginner friendly. And like I said, these will be on sale on our press-on sale. If you are on our press-on website, we're going to have a whole bunch of different things on our website. You can always contact me if you are interested in purchasing. Contact me directly. But yeah, I gotta go to bed. I gotta wake up for work tomorrow. Wish me luck. Sending you guys lots of love. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. But yeah, anyway, send me some love. Don't forget to like, subscribe, look up our storefront, Astrofluent Culture, and our storefront, astrofluentculture.bigcartel.com, will be coming up soon. So I can't wait to see y'all there. All right. Good night.